My fellow Americans, for too long, our country has been taken for granted. Too many politicians have looked out for everyone else, but forgot the most important people, the hardworking men and women of this nation. That ends today. We are here to put America first. We will rebuild our factories, restore our jobs, and bring back the pride of American industry. No longer will we ship away our wealth and get nothing in return. We will negotiate fair trade, protect our workers, and ensure that every deal we make puts our country on top. We are going to defend our borders, because a nation without borders is not a nation. We will enforce the law, protect our communities, and keep our people safe. America is strong when America is secure. We are going to strengthen our military so that no one dares to challenge the might of the United States of America. Peace through strength has always been our motto, and it will be once again. But above all, this is about patriotism, pride, and belief in America's destiny. We are one people under one flag and with one heart beating for freedom. We believe in our values, our traditions, and the greatness that flows through the veins of this nation. The days of losing are over. The days of weakness are over. From now on, America will start winning again, winning in trade, winning in security, winning in spirit, and winning for our people. Together, we will write a new chapter in our history. Together, we will make our country prouder, stronger, freer, and greater than it has ever been before. And together, yes, together, we will make America great again. America First is about putting the needs, hopes, and future of American workers, businesses, and families above all else. For far too long, leaders have signed trade deals that favored foreign nations, allowed industries to be shipped overseas, and left our communities hollowed out. Factories once filled with the sound of hard work and determination have been abandoned, while foreign countries profit off the labor that should be creating opportunity right here at home. America First means no longer sacrificing our own prosperity for the benefit of others. It means making decisions that strengthen the American economy, grow American jobs, and secure the livelihoods of American families. Workers in this country deserve leaders who fight for them, not for international bureaucrats or global corporations that look only at profit margins. Every policy, every negotiation, every deal must be measured by a single standard. Does it make life better for the people of this nation? That means cutting bad deals, rejecting unfair agreements, and standing strong against countries that cheat, manipulate, or exploit the generosity of the United States. Our workers should not have to compete with unfair wages overseas or with imports that undercut the very industries that built our communities. America First is about leveling the playing field and ensuring that the American worker always has the upper hand. Businesses in America must have the chance to thrive without being crushed by overregulation, unfair competition, or a government that puts foreign interests ahead of their own. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy, yet too often they are ignored while multinational corporations chase profits abroad. America First ensures that small and medium-sized businesses are given the tools, resources, and environment to grow here at home. It means lowering taxes, cutting red tape, and unleashing innovation so that American entrepreneurs can dream, build, and succeed. When American businesses succeed, they hire American workers, strengthen local economies, and create communities that flourish. Families are at the center of America First. Strong families are the foundation of a strong nation, and everything we do must be about protecting their future. Families should not have to worry about whether jobs will exist in their town, whether schools will prepare their children for success, or whether their communities will be safe and secure. America First ensures that families are not forgotten in the rush to prioritize global agendas or international commitments. It ensures that policies serve the citizens who raise children, pay taxes, and give life to the American dream. For decades, too many in power believed that America had to apologize for its success. that we had to carry the burden of the world, and that our citizens had to accept decline while others rose. America First rejects that thinking. It declares that the strength of this country lies in its people, its workers, its businesses, and its families. It insists that the government's first duty is to its own citizens. It believes that a nation that protects its own, that empowers its people, and that defends its future will always remain a nation that leads the world. A strong nation begins with strong borders, because without borders there can be no sovereignty, no security, and no true independence. A country that cannot control who enters, who stays, and who benefits from its resources ceases to be a nation in the truest sense of the word. Strong borders are not about shutting people out, but about protecting the safety, culture, and future of a people who have worked for generations to build their homeland. Borders are the lines that define identity, uphold law, and protect the rights of citizens who depend on their government to defend them from threats both foreign and domestic. When borders are weak, communities suffer, criminal organizations exploit the gaps, smuggling drugs, weapons, and human beings across lines that should be secure. Families pay the price as dangerous substances flow into neighborhoods, destroying lives and devastating entire generations. Weak enforcement sends the message that laws do not matter, that crossing illegally carries no consequences, and that the rights of law-abiding citizens come second to the interests of those who break the rules. A strong nation cannot allow this. Law must be enforced, and order must be maintained, for without it, chaos takes root, and the people lose faith in their leaders' ability to govern. A secure border is also a matter of national defense. History has shown that nations which fail to guard their territory leave themselves vulnerable to threats that grow quietly until they strike loudly. Sovereignty is not a theory. It is a reality enforced through strength and vigilance. Just as a home cannot remain safe if its doors are left wide open, a nation cannot remain secure if its borders are left unprotected. Border security ensures that those who wish harm, whether through crime, terrorism, or exploitation, cannot easily enter and destabilize the country. Law enforcement plays a central role in this mission. The men and women tasked with protecting the border and upholding the law must be supported, respected, and given the tools necessary to do their job. They must not be undermined by political games or weakened by policies that favor lawbreakers over law enforcers. A strong nation stands with its officers because without their courage and dedication, the shield of sovereignty would crumble. Strength comes from the knowledge that laws will be upheld fairly and firmly, without hesitation and without apology. Strong borders are not only about defense, they are also about fairness. Citizens who work hard, pay taxes, and obey the law deserve to know that their government values them first. Legal immigrants who respect the process deserve to know that their patience and discipline mean something. Allowing unchecked illegal crossings undermines fairness, rewards those who break the law, and disrespects those who follow it. Sovereignty means deciding who enters and on what terms, not allowing outsiders to dictate the rules. A strong nation understands that compassion must never come at the expense of security. Protecting citizens, upholding the law, and maintaining sovereignty are the foundations upon which freedom rests. Without borders, a nation dissolves into nothing more than a territory. But with strong borders, it remains a sovereign people with the power to control its destiny. Economic power is the engine that drives a nation forward, the force that determines its influence, its strength, and the quality of life for its people. When the economy thrives, opportunities expand, families prosper, and communities grow stronger. A nation with a powerful economy does not have to depend on others for survival. It leads, it sets the terms, and it secures its future. True economic strength comes from a combination of job creation, fair trade, low taxes, and a relentless focus on boosting industries that form the backbone of prosperity. Job creation is at the heart of economic power. Every job represents dignity, stability, and the chance for a family to build a better future. When workers are employed, they provide for their families, contribute to their communities, and fuel the broader economy through their spending and productivity. Policies that prioritize domestic job creation ensure that talent and energy are harnessed for national progress rather than outsourced to other nations. A strong economy requires investment in infrastructure, energy, technology, and manufacturing, because these sectors create millions of jobs while laying the foundation for long-term growth. By rebuilding industries at home, a nation protects its workforce, strengthens its supply chains, and reduces dependency on foreign powers. Fair trade deals are equally vital to sustaining economic strength. For too long, many agreements have favored foreign countries at the expense of domestic workers. When trade deals are one-sided, factories close, wages stagnate, and entire towns lose the industries that once gave them life. Economic power requires leaders who negotiate tough but fair agreements, ensuring that the playing field is balanced and that no nation can exploit weaknesses or take advantage of open markets without giving something in return. Fair trade deals put workers first, make sure American products are sold abroad without barriers, and guarantee that cheating, dumping, or currency manipulation is confronted with strength. Lowering taxes plays a critical role in empowering both individuals and businesses. When families keep more of what they earn, they spend more, save more, and invest more in their future. When businesses face lower tax burdens, they expand operations, hire more workers, and reinvest profits back into the economy. High taxes choke innovation and discourage growth, while tax relief stimulates activity and rewards productivity. Economic power is built by unleashing the energy of people who are free to use their earnings to improve their lives and grow their enterprises. Lower taxes create an environment where success is encouraged rather than punished, where ambition leads to opportunity rather than regulation. Boosting industries is the final pillar of lasting economic strength. A powerful nation invests in its factories, its farms, its energy production, and its technological development. It supports industries that ensure independence in food, fuel, and manufacturing, while also leading the way in innovation, research, and science. When industries are strong, the economy is resilient against global shocks and foreign pressure. Protecting and expanding industries ensures that jobs stay at home, supply chains remain reliable, and the nation's wealth is built within its own borders rather than drained abroad. Economic power is not a gift. It is earned through smart policies, hard work, and a commitment to putting the nation's interests first. It is the shield that defends freedom, the sword that secures respect, and the foundation upon which prosperity is built for generations. Military strength is the cornerstone of national security and the foundation upon which global respect is built. A strong military ensures that no enemy dares to challenge, no rival dares to threaten, and no adversary dares to underestimate. It is not simply about having weapons or soldiers. It is about having the capability, the readiness, and the will to defend the nation's interests anywhere and at any time. Military strength protects the homeland, secures allies, deters aggression, and guarantees that freedom is never taken for granted. Without it, a nation leaves itself vulnerable to the ambitions of others who seek dominance and control. The world is not a safe place, and history has shown that weakness invites aggression. Nations that fail to maintain strong defenses often pay the price when threats rise unexpectedly. Military power must therefore remain unmatched, both in technology and in manpower, from land forces to naval fleets, from air dominance to space and cyber capabilities. Every branch of defense must be fully equipped and fully prepared to meet modern challenges. Investment in advanced technology, intelligence, and innovation ensures that no rival can surpass or surprise. The future of warfare is evolving, and military strength requires adapting to new forms of conflict while maintaining superiority in every field. Respect in the world does not come from speeches or promises. It comes from undeniable strength. Allies look to a powerful nation for protection and leadership, while adversaries calculate their actions carefully when they know they face overwhelming force in response. Military strength allows a country to negotiate from a position of power, ensuring that its voice carries weight on the global stage. It creates stability because stability is preserved when others know the cost of aggression will be too high. Peace through strength is not just a slogan, but a proven reality, as no adversary willingly confronts a military that cannot be defeated. The men and women who serve are the lifeblood of military power. Their training, courage, and commitment make the difference between weakness and dominance. Supporting them with proper funding, modern equipment, and respect for their sacrifice is essential. No soldier should ever go into battle without the best tools, the best intelligence, and the unwavering support of their nation. Military strength means not only having numbers, but also having morale, unity, and trust in leadership. A country that honors and empowers its service members builds a force that is unstoppable and loyal. Economic prosperity and military might are tied together, as a thriving economy provides the resources to sustain defense, while military power ensures the safety that allows economic growth to continue. A strong nation recognizes that defense is not an expense to be minimized, but an investment in survival, security, and influence. To remain the most respected power in the world, the military must always be one step ahead, never complacent, and always prepared to defend freedom. Strength is the ultimate guarantee that liberty will endure, sovereignty will be preserved, and the nation will never bow to any adversary. Pride and patriotism are the heartbeat of a nation, the spirit that unites people under one flag and inspires them to work, sacrifice, and dream together. A country can have wealth, armies, and power, but without pride in who it is and what it stands for, it cannot truly thrive. Reviving the American spirit means reminding citizens of the values and traditions that built this nation into the greatest example of freedom the world has ever known. It means rekindling the belief that the American identity is something to honor, to protect, and to pass on proudly to the next generation. Patriotism is more than waving a flag or singing an anthem. It is a deep love of country, a respect for its history, and an understanding that freedom comes with responsibility. It is about cherishing the sacrifices made by those who came before, the pioneers who built from nothing, the soldiers who fought for independence, and the generations who endured hardship so that their children could inherit something greater. When citizens embrace patriotism, they see themselves as part of something larger, something that binds them together beyond politics, background, or differences. Reviving traditions is central to restoring national pride. The values of hard work, faith, family, and community once formed the foundation of the American way of life. These values built strong towns, strong families, and strong character. Over time, those traditions have been weakened, often replaced with division, selfishness, or an attitude that diminishes what it means to be American. Reviving them does not mean living in the past. It means carrying forward the principles that made success possible in the first place. Respect for the flag, appreciation for freedom, and pride in the Constitution are traditions that must always endure. The American spirit is rooted in resilience. From the earliest days, Americans faced challenges that would have broken lesser nations, yet they pushed forward with determination and belief in their destiny. That same spirit must be awakened today. Pride and patriotism remind citizens that no obstacle is too great when they stand united, that no crisis can defeat a people who refuse to surrender. Belief in the greatness of the nation fuels innovation, drives progress, and strengthens bonds across generations. Pride is also about honoring achievements. America has led the world in science, industry, technology, and culture because its people believed in their ability to accomplish the impossible. Patriotism calls for celebrating those achievements rather than apologizing for them. It means recognizing that the values of liberty and opportunity are not only worth defending, but worth sharing as an example to the world. A nation that revives its pride and reawakens its patriotism becomes unstoppable. When people believe in their country, they invest in it, they fight for it, and they preserve it. Reviving the American spirit is not only about remembering what was built in the past, but ensuring that the same values continue to guide the future. Pride and patriotism create unity, strength, and a sense of purpose that no external force can ever take away. Winning again means restoring the belief that America is destined not for decline, but for victory in every field where strength, innovation, and leadership are required. For too long, citizens have been told to accept less, to lower expectations, to watch as the country drifts from one setback to another. The idea of decline has been pushed as if it were inevitable, as if America's best days are behind it. But Winning Again rejects that defeatist mindset. It insists that the spirit of the nation is stronger than doubt, that the resilience of its people is greater than any obstacle, and that true leadership does not accept second place. In the economy, winning again means creating jobs, growing industries, and leading the world in productivity and opportunity. It means no longer outsourcing prosperity to foreign powers or signing deals that weaken the American worker. Instead, it calls for rebuilding industries, investing in infrastructure, and ensuring that the middle class thrives. Winning in the economy is about more than numbers on a chart. It is about families being able to afford homes, send their children to school, and retire with dignity. A strong economy is proof to every citizen that the nation is on the rise and that opportunity is alive and well. In technology, winning again means leading the future rather than following it. The world is moving fast, with breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, energy, medicine, and space exploration. To win in this arena, America must embrace innovation, encourage inventors, and invest in research that keeps the nation at the cutting edge. It means ensuring that the greatest discoveries are made not in foreign laboratories, but in American universities, companies, and research centers. When the nation dominates in technology, it secures jobs, strengthens industries, and guarantees that its influence reaches every corner of the globe. In diplomacy, winning again means speaking from a position of strength, not weakness. For too long, deals have been signed that favored others, promises have been made that went unkept, and rivals have taken advantage of generosity. To win again on the world stage, America must stand firm, demand respect, and ensure that every agreement serves the interests of its people. Allies respect strength, and adversaries fear it. True diplomacy is not about endless compromise, but about securing terms that protect sovereignty, promote fairness, and reflect the values of the nation. Winning in diplomacy sends a message that America cannot be ignored, cannot be pushed aside, and will always put its people first. In defense, winning again means having the strongest, most advanced, and most respected military in the world. It means peace through strength, ensuring that no adversary would dare to challenge the might of the nation. A country that wins in defense does not seek endless wars, but guarantees that freedom, security, and sovereignty are never at risk. Winning again ensures that the military is supported, equipped, and honored, and that the safety of the people is always protected. Winning again is about reviving confidence. It tells every citizen that they belong to a nation that does not accept decline, does not bow to others, and does not settle for less than greatness. It is about restoring faith that America can and will dominate in the economy, in technology, in diplomacy, and in defense. It is a belief that victory is not a dream of the past, but a promise of the future, carried forward by a people who refuse to quit and who know that their destiny is to lead. My fellow Americans, we have spoken about what it means to put our people first, to protect our borders, to rebuild our economy, to strengthen our military to restore pride and patriotism, and to win again in every arena. Each of these is not just a policy, not just a vision, but a promise that this nation will never accept weakness, never bow to decline, and never surrender the future of its children to anyone else. We are a people of strength, of courage, and of determination, and together we will rise higher than ever before. The world will look to America once again as the beacon of freedom, prosperity, and power. With faith in our values, pride in our traditions, and unity in our purpose, we will chart a new course of greatness. Together, hand in hand, with one voice and one flag, we will make America great again.